So if you want to get the full coverage with Hammy and Rosie and the whole Hee Haw gang, that'll start at 7:40 on MMS and on the iHeartRadio app. The July 3rd game is sold out. You know, that's the night that they're going to be doing fireworks.
Oh, that makes sense.
And it's also Sugardale Dollar Dog Night and Hawaiian Shirt Night.
Okay. They're really piling it all into the 3rd.
White Sox are in town. Bill and I are going to be at the game on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Not together.
Nope.
Separate sections.
Be cut dead with a White
That's
Sox
right.
fan.
I'll have my cap on. I'll have my Jim Thome jersey on. The whole bit.
Which Jim Thome jersey? Because do you have
he's
a
a legendary
Sox
White Sox player.
You have
of
a
course.
White Sox one?
Yes.
Okay.
I had to get it as the book end to the Jim Thome Guardians jersey. Or Indians jersey, whatever. Yeah. So, but that July 3rd game, and that's no big shock. That's when they're doing the fireworks and all that. So that's that game is sold out. There are still tickets available for the 2nd, the 4th, and then next weekend begins the series against San Francisco, and I will have tickets for you in about a half an hour if you want to go to next Friday's game. I'll have a 4-pack for you. And they're doing fireworks on the 5th, too. So you could be there for that. What a fun time at the ballpark. It's never a bad time, especially if you're a Lake County Captains fan. Let's shift it away from the Guardians briefly and move over to the Lake County Captains. Did you see that they have the rows of toilet seats that you can sit on?
No.
That, minor league baseball teams really have to keep it exciting and entertaining. The Savannah Bananas and, countless stories of what minor league teams have to do to get people's attention and just have fun. They have kind of more room to play in the minor leagues there. They're trying to get people out there. And so Lake County Captains have a partnership with Roto-Rooter. And so they have throne seating where they look like toilets, and you can sit in these seats.
How exciting.
And
everybody's dream come true.
Yeah, there's like a tank behind you, and it's a cushioned top there, and it's got a little thing for magazines on the back of the tank, and you can plug in your phones, and that's exciting. But why sit on the toilet and play on your phone when you can sit on a toilet and watch an entire baseball game? I would have loved to have been in the room where somebody pitched this. Because that's really, if you're
you're talking.
If you're in marketing for a minor league baseball team, the sky's the limit, really. They're not going to have toilet night at Progressive Field. But at, what is it out there, Classic Auto Park or something like that, they can do that. Now you'll never miss an inning. See, look at this. They're showing the way that it's got the Roto-Rooter logo on it. People are sitting there on cushioned toilet seats. They put their feet up on the railing. It's pretty hilarious,
honestly.
I think it is too.
I like it.
Good for them. Getting people excited. So, minor league teams are always trying to raise the bar. So starting with today's game against the Great Lakes Loons. Familiar at all with the Great Lakes Loons?
I am not.
I wonder where they're from. They are from
Erie, maybe?
They're an affiliate of the Dodgers. They're in Midland, Michigan. Okay.
Oh, that's
I know where that is. The Dodgers.
Dodgers?
Wow.
That's so far.
Yeah. Well, these move around, right?
Yeah.
They probably started in California and ended up in Midland, Michigan. Everybody deserves a VIP experience, said the GM of the Lake County Captains. And with Toilet Row, we're taking it to a whole new level. Now, if that was a headline in a British paper, it would be Toilet Row. It would be two people fighting over a toilet seat. But Roto-Rooter has got what they're calling the best seat in the house. 2 fans will have the opportunity to win a spot in the row as part of the Plunger Challenge, which is instead of like a javelin throw, they have games on the field. Throwing a plunger. So anyway, congratulations to them. Another team, a Southern Collegiate baseball team, is getting attention. The Tri-City Chili Peppers have been putting together cosmic baseball games. You ever gone to Cosmic Bowling? Where
Yeah,
everything's
we used to do that
day-glow?
pretty regularly when I was still Mormon.
Yeah.
That was like our Friday night things. Like,
That's what counted for a
yeah.
big party in the Mormon community.
Yeah.
Cosmic Bowling.
Cosmic Bowl.
And it can be very fun.
Yeah.
But, big black light installations, and they've got like, UV reflective uniforms. Well, that's what this baseball team is doing. So they're throwing heaters with like, fluorescent day-glow cosmic baseballs. That'd be fun.
That is actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. They're out there hitting glow-in-the-dark balls. So that's not a minor league team, but it's a Southern Collegiate team, the Tri-City Chili Peppers. I don't know what the school is, but maybe they'll explain it.
There was a new take on the national pastime. It's called Cosmic Baseball.
The Coastal Plain League lit up the diamond, playing under black lights. Yeah, uniforms, bats, and baseballs all
This is in Virginia. They said a Southern Collegiate team. I guess I was thinking farther south.
glowed bright in the dark of night.
Wow. It cost organizers around
She's like,
$100,000
wow.
to put it all together. Initially,
Wow.
they
Wow,
had some
look at
doubts
that.
it would be a big hit. Wow. It cost organizers around $100,000 to put it all together. Initially, they had some doubts. It would
$100,000?
That's ridiculous.
Holy moly. Wow. If there was ever any doubt that colleges have too much money for sports, $100,000.
I mean, if it gets people to come out, though, you
Yeah.
make your money back.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Alan, what did you think of the debate? I've been getting messages from people all day about the debate. Did you watch? You didn't watch
No,
the
I
debate.
didn't watch it. Who cares? There's
Well,
nothing-
I cared because
there's nothing to learn from it. No
I-
one's getting their mind changed.
Well, I knew that.
It's depressing that we, at this point, have two people that are 80 years old running for president. It's annoying.
Yeah, but I was still curious.
Yeah.
The reactions online were great. You know who Robbie Slowick is? He's a comic. He's funny.
Yeah.
I say give both of them a Roku remote, and the first one to start a movie gets to be president.
That's very funny.
Give Biden
But I
one of
don't
those
want it to
Panera
be
lemonades.
funny.
I know,
want
I don't
that.
either. That's why I'm so we're laughing so we don't cry.
Right.
Right? You laugh so you don't cry.
Mm-hmm.
But the debates okay. Let me order my thoughts here. And
Go for
I will attempt to not go off on a big long tangent here, but I can't promise that, okay? I'll blow it out here and we'll see what happens. This was a 90-minute debate last night. I made it through the first half hour and we bailed. So I aborted it in its first trimester, if you will, okay? I saw what I needed to see. And I wanted to see State of the Union Joe Biden, right?
Yeah.
Sunglasses, bing, bang, boom. I wanted to see that guy. That was not the guy. Not the guy.
Also, I mean,
And again, people have, I've been getting messages all morning, people asking me, and a lot of them trolling me. And I'm like, you are not wrong if you're trolling me. You are not wrong. There is
making these
no,
guys do it at 9 o'clock is also kind of mean. Like,
there's no way to spin it. It was not good. Listen, the burden of proof was only on Joe Biden. First of all, he's the incumbent.
right.
No one expects anything from Trump. So the burden of proof
And
was
nothing's going to keep people that like Trump from voting for him. There's been so many things that be like, is this going to be the thing that keeps them? From
Well,
voting
here's
for
the
him? And
well,
they go,
no, but-
nah.
well, not that. Here's the problem now, is that you're right. Nobody went into the debate thinking they were going to have their minds changed,
Right.
except now everybody who's a Democrat is freaking out about Joe Biden. So Trump, everybody's making fun of, Trump isn't preparing at all, and Biden's been out at Camp David for a week. Well, fat lot of good that did him. Dude was out there for a week, and that's what we got? So the burden of proof was only on Biden to prove that he's the guy for the job. Now, between the two, he absolutely still is. But it could not have gone worse for him. So there was no expectation for Trump. He does what he always does, just verbal diarrhea. Nothing he said made any sense because nothing he ever says makes any sense. You know, they asked him, and these moderators, Christ, I mean, they asked him about climate change, and he gave an answer about, like, how black people love him and how he wants to keep cutting taxes for rich people. But the moderators, he was throwing them raw meat, and nobody was saying anything. He kept repeating about how Democrats want to perform abortions after the child is born, which makes zero sense. But he kept repeating it, and nobody ever
we
said
call that
anything.
child sacrifice. We're devil worshipers. We don't call that abortion, you idiots.
Nobody pushed back. Nobody said, what are you talking? Now, granted, I only made it through the first 30 minutes. But you'd be forgiven for being, if you are a progressive, you would be forgiven for now being very much of two minds about this whole thing. Because debates aren't about governing. It's theatrics. And Biden is a very accomplished guy in the complexities of governing, okay? And Republicans don't have a bar because Trump wants to be president, but he doesn't want to do the job of president. He didn't last time. He doesn't now. So he doesn't really care what happens beyond winning. So he had nothing to lose last night because that party, they're not into freedom, they're into punishment. So they want to ban your porn, and they want a federal abortion ban, and they want to ban IVF, and they want to ban, you name it, anything other than women squeezing out cabbages every 9 months. That's what they want to ban. They want a country where state power lies with Jesus, apparently. MAGA Jesus, not actual Jesus. So there's all these people going, well, Biden just handed the election to Trump, and they might be right. They might be right. No one knows. But just because Biden did poorly doesn't mean that Trump did well. And that's what I'm hearing from people. The two, one has nothing to do with the other. Because any other circumstances, Republicans would be embarrassed by that performance. So Biden flopping hard, it doesn't change one iota of who Trump is and who he's always been. Doesn't change that. He's a con man and a traitor and a moron. Doesn't change that at all. But it could not have gone worse. I mean, the meme, you had one job, right?
Right.
Biden had one job last night. There's no way to spin it. So now you have, obviously, Republicans are going to vote for Trump. Now you have Democrats who are like either not going to vote at all or they'll vote for Biden. I mean, really, if Trump, and again, I don't know how much his people prepped him, but, if Trump had pointed to Biden and just looked at the camera and been like, you're voting for President Harris, he could have torpedoed it in minute one, right? Pointed to Biden and go, you're voting for President Harris. Let that sink in, implying there's no way this guy's going to make it through another 4 years. And yeah, Joe Biden had a cold and a sore throat, all that kind of stuff, fine. But it's not like the guy is tip-top on his best day. So, yeah, everybody had their minds made up, of course. But I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I am always an optimist in cynic's clothing, all right? I don't think there is a single downside to being optimistic, but I'm no dummy. And, I don't know. I was a long time non-voter. I'll cop to that. I was firmly in the it doesn't matter camp. And there's a part of that that's still in my brain. But it's such, for all the talk of privilege, different kinds of privilege, especially among younger people, all this talk of privilege, it is such a privileged position to say you're not going to vote. It's ironic the people who talk about privilege all the time don't see the privilege in abstaining from the electoral process. People in other countries died and continue to die for the right to vote. So I don't know what happens. There's no way to spin last night. Don't know. If you're a Biden supporter, I guess the one silver lining is you go, okay, well, now what? Because you have 50% of people going, you got to get him out. Got to get somebody else. But who? Who? I mean, Trump better hope Biden stays in. Because if they pull anybody in under 50, they're going to win. Right now, Democrats are at DEFCON 1. The next debate, September 10th, which is going to feel like an eternity. But Biden's like, I'm not dropping out. So I don't know. I don't know if he should. I don't know if he shouldn't. I don't know. Don't know. Because big picture, it doesn't matter who wins a debate. It matters who wins the election. So
And
I
a lot can
don't
happen between
know.
now and then.
A lot can, but that's going to be a hard one to wash
yeah.
off, boy. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I do not know. Because, Republican Party has no platform anymore. It's just whatever Trump wants.
Right.
I mean, stated. They don't have a policy platform, which is usually what political parties will have for an election. It's just whatever Trump wants. So it's not hyperbole when people call it a cult. That's precisely what that party is now. In 30 years, they've gone from impeach Clinton for a BJ to I'm voting for the rapist felon from Epstein's Island. That's what that party has done in 3 decades. But there's no cult of Joe Biden, right? We're not flying flags with his head on Rambo's body. He's just the guy who...
Wait, that's Rambo's body?
He's the guy who represents progressive values. And so, those people are really, really nervous right now, and you can't blame them. Because Trump, there's no surprises there. He's made it very clear what he wants to do. And so, I don't know, but there's no, you could have gone to the most solidly progressive cable news channels last night, and expected maybe they'd be like, well, but there was this, there was this.
They're just
everybody
like, nah,
there was just no way around it. We've all got eyes. There was no way around it. So it was, I don't know, man. He had one job. And so I really don't know. I mean, there are a lot of very educated inside people who are like, he's got to step down. He's got to, if he really cares about the country and blah, blah, he's got to step down.
But
it ain't going to be,
who steps up?
Well, that's the thing. It ain't going to be Kamala Harris.
No.
I don't know. What I would say is it's kind of exciting because we're out of kind of the collective delusion phase, I guess, here, right? I mean, the most decisive group of voters in this election are what they're referred to as the double haters, right? The people who hate both guys. That's a huge block of people. So this might be a window, if they have the balls to do it, for a radical move to kind of reboot the political, the electoral process. I don't know. But there's no way to be a progressive and feel good about last night. There's just no way. So I don't know. Don't know. But September 10th, we'll see. Everybody was laughing, making fun of, Trump got the last laugh because everybody's like, oh, he'll never do a debate. He'll bail. He didn't. Because I'm sure his people told him, look, man, just do your word salad. And because there was no audience, right?
I was really hoping for more from the moderators, like you said.
Oh, my God. They were like, nothing.
Like you
Nothing.
wanted some sort of pushback. And
yeah, it was weird. Down. It was weird. Anyway, I didn't mean to go on a whole big thing there, but I had been getting messages from people all morning and blah, blah, blah. And it was, I don't know. And again, it's not the end of the world. It's one debate, and he might come out swinging. I don't know. But there are a ton of decisions for people to be making between now and then. I don't know. But you're right. Like, how is this
how do we get
life right now?
Yeah.